Hello world, hello YouTube, hello everybody. So this is going to be a video response to Hiber video Groupthink and the Glorious Mess. This is a response to one portion, and I owe him an explanation from a long time ago. I get these goofy cryptic texts to him. He's like, what? Right? And, you know, and text makes you sound kind of kooky because, you know, there's no expression of emotional tag or accessory. It's not emotionally accessorized. So, you know, people are like, dude, you're cooked out, man. Anyway, it's just to one portion of it. I had asked him way back, you know, because I was widowed, the importance and the, like a time frame. The importance and time frame of reacquiring a mate or companionship or a partnership, because sorry, it's bugging me. You know, you guys know how I get. You know, to me it's vitally important to have a significant other, my wife, girl, someone to discuss things with, to look at things, you know, in parts of your body you can't see, things like that. And he flat out mentioned in this pyramid of the human condition and how it's maintained, sex. And he said, oh, well, if my wife died, I would be this gallant loner, and I would, you know, have the love of others. And, right? You know, like, what? Well, I saw what he was saying. I'm just playing with him. I'm clowning him. And then just now in this video, he's says, well, you know, yeah, I can see where that can come into play, and how the importance of it, because, you know, you would just, you know, you wouldn't do as well, we'll put it that way. And I will tell, let me put the input to that, to this. Like, it's been 5 years now, and I'm falling apart. You know, yeah, I'm put together, I'm all happy-go-lucky and all that, but there are things that are happening in my life physically that are, you know, not going well. Sleeping longer, not as healthy, my weight's gaining weight, you know, the house is dirtier, I don't give shit much anymore, and it's getting worse and worse. I'm falling apart. I can feel it. The Patriot Nurse put out a little factoid saying that you know, within 10 years, whatever person loses their mate, they die, statistically. And I can perfectly see that, and I don't even think I'll make 10 years. I'll be honest with you, I won't make it. I can feel it, you know, things are bad, or guts aren't working, brain doesn't function like it should. And like if we were in the wild, or in the glorious mess, how's that? We'll put it that way. I'd have been dead by now, easily, without question. So, and I don't know if I covered it, but I'll cover it again. He said he would be, you know, the gallant loner that would just drive on until, you know, and I had this picture of some guy on a horse with armor and them big old lances they use, like, which was cool. It was a cool image I had. I'm sure he can appreciate it. And so I'm just saying, you know, and I'm like, ah ha ha. Nope, see, I told you. Because he said he would be that way, and you can't. You just can't. If you're gonna expect to die within a year or two, that would be good. But if you expect the drudgery of the glorious mess to continue, you gotta have someone to confide in. You gotta have someone to. Sex is more than an act of propagation. It's a reassurance, is the word he was looking for. You know, to someone at least on this world likes me enough to where I can actually be that personal with them via, i.e., having sex with them, making love. I don't have sex. Or, you know, my wife did. We, you know, made love. That's what we did. We didn't, you know, there was Well, anyway, you gotta have some sort of emotional support structure of another person in an intimate frame set, or you deteriorate, and you know, you'll reach a point where there's just no turning back, even if you found someone, right? Because if they would be in the same situation as you, trying to find someone, they would have their issues, problems, their level of deterioration, and hopefully you could do it. And I'm telling you what, right now, it is flaming hot in this house. I got the cooler running, and the wind is up from the southeast, bringing the moisture, the humidity in, and it just is hot. Anyway, you need that mindset. You need someone to confide with. Like I said on my Facebook page just now, the soul is the battery of the body, and only another soul can recharge it. Now, my question again: in the glorious mess, what time frame do you think should be, and how would we handle the loss of a mate? Because that's gonna be a given. And then the necessity for mourning and kind of, you know, paying respects to that mate, as opposed to the necessity of reobtaining that mate for what you need the mate for. How would we look into that? Where would we go with that? What is are the people in the glorious mess gonna do with that? Because it can't not be, for me anyway, because I'm just lost. I'm gone. I expect maybe another 3 years in my present situation and condition and my environment and scenario. No way. I'm gone. You know, and I just had a birthday a week ago. You know, I just turned 56, so I went 5 years, you know, and I'm sitting there, 5 years. 2 I can see in a normal scenario where, you know, and then you start, well, you know, time to pick yourself up and dust yourself off and move on and do something with yourself. But 5, oh God, no way. That's too far, too long. And in a glorious mess situation, how would we do this? How would we handle it? I tried to ask Patriot Nurse. She got kind of arrogant. And that's another thing that is a real issue and problem I'm seeing in with the higher structured people like Hiber, Patriot Nurse, Host USMC, and all that, is they have a low tolerance level. I'm thinking, you know, I'm not the most conventional appearing guy in the world, so I understand that. But, you know, you could really lose a lot of information in general, because I like to gain information regardless of source. I don't care the source as long as I obtain information. Some people, they're just not like that, and that is going to be a downfall. Some people will not, you know, oh, he's just that damn freak over there, I'm not going to listen to him. That could be a tragedy. That could be a deal breaker. So that, I think, is should be avoided and be self-illuminated too. Make sure you don't do that. You don't have to like him that much, but you don't have to not like him so much that you won't listen to him. So we'll see how this video is received. Anyway, so I sent a text to him. I said, gotcha. So now he has shifted his position, let's say, into saying that, you know what, yeah, I think somebody, because if you're in a battlefield, no. If you're an army, you know, if you're in the military, you're sent to fight, hopefully live, hopefully win, and or lose and die. Right. But in the day-to-day glorious mess scenario, you gotta have someone. You gotta have someone to come home to, someone to be responsible for, which by default makes you responsible for yourself, for your own care, Because if you care for someone else physically, look at their owies, see the little bumps and bashes that they can't see, makes you empathetic or sympathetic to yourself. So you'll say, oh man, you know, I'm not going to let that big old boil on my ass just go because I don't, you know, I've seen it on that one. I got to get that taken care of. Instead of, oh, who cares? Oh well, and have your attitude crush. That's what I was getting at. The emotional side, as far as I'm concerned, it's imperative. Imperative that you have someone that you could be one-on-one, pillow talk, the quiet corner to relax, unwind, shirk the daily glorious mess events that you suffered, and it's imperative. It is imperative. So, the psychological aspects of losing a mate and then obtaining another one is going to be, I think, fundamental in the survival and not of the participants in the glorious mess. So there it is. I'm going to end it there. 12 minutes of your life. All right. Let me know. Let me know what y'all think, and that's the deal. All right. Live by your wits, not by your worries. Peace. Bye. La la la.